It's the night before Christmas, and falling snow cakes white upon the earth, while inside a warm cabin an old man goes about his work. With lips pressed to Noel, the cook gloves his masterpiece from the pot-bellied stove. White smoke billows free and adds to an already full beard, while the deep baritone of jolly laughter comes forth with human-shaped gingerbread. The room smells of ginger dough and of coconut frosting, and somewhere between the chorus and the final verse of the carol, the old man has placed candy buttons upon all three wise men. Happily lost in his work, he hasn't at all noticed the child watching his every move. At first, startled by the interruption, the old man now greets the young child with a chuckle. Taking the gloves from his hands, he quickly fans the smoke away from his newly baked creation. "You're home early, Papa," comes the young voice. "Yes." The old man steps forth and shows proud. "I baked Santa some gingerbread. It's his favourite, you know." And with a finger to his nose, he ensures the secret is kept. The child regards him for a moment, and with the conviction of a prophet, a finger points into the living room. But he's already been. Turning to the vision of a tinsel-wrapped tree is a garden of silver-bowed gifts wrapped in gold, red and green. So he has, the elder fondles. Following the clever child into the blinking amber lights, the smell of smoke and ginger now gives way to cut pine. The child moves beyond the gifts and towards the window, and with the light of the tree, two large inquisitive eyes peer out over the perfectly untrodden snow into the solar night beyond. "How did you make them?" the child asks. "The gingerbread men, I mean." The old man smiles. "Magic." "But I don't believe in magic," says the child. "You will when you taste them." The child moves from the window, and eyes gazing up and innocent, they look upon the man with the weight of the world. "Is Santa Claus real?" "Of course, my sweet child." The old man lowers to his knees, and he stretches his arms upon tiny shoulders. "Why would you think otherwise?" The child's brow narrows. "The carpenter's son said that Christmas is a lie, and that all adults are in on it, and that these past 2 Christmases his gifts were made in his father's very own workshop." "I see." The old man smiles sadly. "And were the young ones present to hear this gossip?" "Yes." The child speaks the word and the old man's heart falls. Perhaps the carpenter is an elf," the man now offers. "He's too fat to be an elf," the child grins. "He is big boned," the man knows too well. "Both he and I are alike, and it has nothing to do with gingerbread." A look of consideration turns a smile. "Well, maybe a little," he winks. The old man now rises and takes a plate from the cupboard, and carefully laying the 3 gingerbread down, he returns to the living room. They both sit at a large chair by the fireplace, and the man allows the child to choose a treat from the plate, and the child's cheeks colour. "So Santa lives in the snow like us, and has reindeer too?" "Yes," the old man replied. "Magic reindeer that can fly around the whole world in one night. Or so they say." The child bites into the gingerbread and tastes the coconut-covered charcoal. "But I don't believe in magic." Chewing on his own burnt crust, the old man ponders this melancholy. "There are different kinds of magic, you know." "More real than David Copperfield's tricks?" the child asks. "Yes," his white beard lifted. "Real magic." "And you've seen this real magic with your own eyes?" "Thrice," the old man knows true. "The first time, you took a breath." "My first breath was not magic," says the child. "How about your baby brothers or sisters then?" the old man offers. With a pause, the child allows a slight nod. "Why would the carpenter's son tell a lie?" The old man raises a brow and his eyes drift through the room. In the light of the tree they come to rest upon a dusty bookcase where leather-bound volumes of encyclopedia and children's fairy tales. "Because he is not ready," says the man honest. "Ready for what?" "There comes a time in everyone's life when they're bestowed the greatest gift of all, the gift of knowledge." "About what?" "Christmas." "You mean the gift of giving?" "That is part of it." The child sits silent and stares into the blinking amber lights. "The carpenter's son is not ready to learn of Christmas," the man tells. "But you are." The child turns back and slowly nods, curious. "You said giving is only part of it. What is the rest?" "The truth," says the old man. "The truth about what?" "Well, do you know why we celebrate Christmas on December 25th? Yes, because that's the day baby Jesus was born. Yes and no, the man declares with a mock look of disbelief. The truth is that no one really knows the exact day Christ was born. Luke from the Bible tells of shepherds watching his flocks through the night, and though the warmer weather in Jerusalem needs to be considered, this is something only thought done in the time of spring. But if not for the birth of baby Jesus, then what? The birth of Christianity, the man replies. The old man now stands and takes 2 books from the shelves. Returning to the child, he sits back down and holds all 3 on his lap. Blowing dust from the leather, he opens the first hardcover, and a sketch of a white-bearded, one-eyed warrior glares back. Before Jesus and his Christians, there were pagans, and at this time much of the world prayed to the night skies and its infinite constellation of stars. The king of them all is a god named Odin. At the celebration of the winter solace, it is said that Odin flew around the towns, blessing the good homes with fortune, or cursing the others with bad luck. Like Santa's list. Yes, the man says. What happens next, the child asks. Well, generations upon generations pass, all praying to the old gods and with absolute certainty and gratitude. Then comes Jesus Christ and his followers. They don't believe in Odin, and one of their own god is spreading throughout the known world. So to entice the pagans to their Christian beliefs, they, through the work of St. Augustine, declare the winter solace as the celebration of Christ. The child stares into the pages of the old Germanic book. And so where does Santa Claus come into all of this? The old man's white beard colours and he opens the second book. Have you heard of St. Nicholas? The child's expression is blank. Nicholas was much beloved by sailors and children too, and so much so that he was able to perform miracles. But before Nicholas, there was once a woman, a grandmother. She hid gifts in the stockings of poor children so that they too could celebrate the new Christian holiday, and after her death a shrine was erected to her. Nicholas himself came to pray, and it was he who continued her work. So Saint Nicholas became Santa Claus. Yes, but there are many other Santa Clauses too. Others? The man looks at the child and with absolute love. Of course others. Men not too unlike myself, with full hearts and an appetite for gingerbread. They dress in woolen beards and red suits originally penned for a soda bottle. Some sit for days in shopping malls spreading Christmas cheer to thousands. Mothers also, knitting, sewing and building so that theirs and other children will have food and toys come Christmas morning. The old man watches as his words are ingested. The innocence of the child now matures before his eyes. And elder siblings too, the man offers. The child shoots a look. Brothers and sisters. Yes, you see, when the time comes, we all have the same choice as St. Nicholas at the grandmother's shrine, to become a Santa Claus for others, and to forever carry the Christmas light. Just now the night is awoken to the pitter-patter of tiny feet, as from the hall appear a small boy and girl. The sleepy infants run into the living room, and once here, tired eyes open in awe to the sight of the brightly cut gifts under the tree. As St. Nicholas has done at the shrine of the grandmother, so too, the child makes a choice. Look, Santa Claus has been quick. He even took a bite from the gingerbread man. The children's eyes warm with laughter, and soon even their mother has woken to the sound of their play. As they open an early gift under the light of the tree, the old man eyes the clock, but he doesn't dare stop them. Midnight passes, and finally when all the 3 little ones become tired from the excitement and curled upon the rug sleeping, he takes his leave. In the blistering cold, the old man places his weary arms through the warm crimson of his coat. With lantern in hand, he moves black boots through the white snow and towards the animal. Her nose becomes reddened by the reflection of the flame, and soon she warms to his kind touch as he pats her withers and brushes at her antlers. The bearded old man now speaks to the reindeer and opens the gate for her. Are you ready, Miss Rudolph? We have a long night ahead of us,